get down. Oh yeah, get down. It's like, oh shit. Phone go, I called back. It ain't nobody. What the fuck? The guy that introduced us called me. Oh man, they just ready to let the spot. When Gary pulled me over, he like, listen, I took Lynch to the prophet here. He ain't willing to cooperate on you, but if he do decide to cooperate on you, we'll be here to pick you up tonight, arrogant. Why don't you wait till tomorrow morning? Let me get some sleep. Nah.
Rappers, ghetto bastard actors, those who master tears and even laughter. Comedians, the large and small and even medium. Activists, trappers with true stories is happening. Thanks for asking. Podcast, unforgettable. Analog dogs with real video visuals. Rub out, restock, heard it through the grapevine. It's bug out, detox, G-Vaz, and Prime. A podcast and a podcast, that's the Southside stew. Cooking up the news, lit up interviews. Into the center, boulevard and avenues. Shaking up your shoes into entertaining view. Thanks for asking.
Yo.
What up?
What up?
Got a little difference because normally we got Bug out and I'm not doing all that fucking energy. Like,
nah, we ain't
shit is
doing
kind
that.
of crazy.
Shout out to my boy Bug.
Shout out to Bug.
Shout out to Bug.
What's your shit you said about Prom? What you call it?
Oh, we can't forget Prom.
We can't forget Prom.
That's his whole name.
We got thanks for asking Southside alumni. Blonde Junior in the building. Let's give a round of applause. Today, on the Thanks for Asking podcast.
Yes, sir.
We go all the way to Trenton, New Jersey. He was on Ganglands. He was on what's that part?
Oh, Real Life Street Stars.
He was on Real Life Street Stars.
Prison 101.
Prison 101.
And Bob Report.
The Bob Report.
And Comic Club.
Comic Club.
No, man.
Where he hasn't been.
I know at this point. But thankfully, he's on the Thanks for Asking podcast.
That's a fact.
He got his own book, Operation Capital City. It has a special meaning to him. That's why he named it that. We're going to get into that in a minute. But, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, Omar Aikens. Round of applause. Okay. No doubt. Oh, what up, man?
Appreciate you, man.
What up,
I got at least shot one more podcast out.
ahead.
World Tape Podcast from Trenton, New Jersey, also.
World
Y'all
Tape.
can't leave them out because I think that was one of my first podcasts.
Shout
And they
out to
showed me
Trenton.
love. And if I did miss anybody, man, shout out to y'all.
Okay.
Know what I mean? So let's go. What you got for me, man?
Before meeting you, the only thing that I knew about Trenton really was like you take the train all the way to Trenton so you can go to Philly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I knew about it. Like, but Jersey, I hear more about Brick City, Newark, and Illtown with Naughty by Nature and
East Orange.
East Orange.
Brick City is north.
Brick City is north.
Yeah.
East Orange. Linden. What is it?
Linden, New Jersey.
Linden, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Like I always hear, and what's the Camden?
And Camden, New Jersey.
Shit was-
So before you get to Camden, you gotta come to Trenton, then Camden. But we all, it's all affiliated Jersey love.
But after meeting you and I started doing my research, I said, God damn, Trenton give it up just as crazy as every other fucking city in Jersey.
He living wild out there.
Yeah, listen, fellas, Trenton is a big deal. I speak for all Trenton. The official Trenton niggas and women. So I'm repping it, and Trenton do back me. They support me what I do. So I'm definitely a Trentonian. I love my city.
Now,
we got our ups and downs, but I love my
Still
city.
a lot of bunch of burned down houses and cars around everywhere.
No, that's not Trenton. No, we ain't got that part.
Camden?
Yeah, Candle like that, but not like that no more. Candle,
kinda
Juve.
straightened up a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
Candle looking good down. They got a beautiful waterfront.
So
and
y'all
everything.
rock with Jersey City?
Yeah, we Jersey. Jersey is Jersey. So we fuck with each other. You know what I mean? Hard.
you was once upon a time, man, you made a lot of money, man. You was a rich nigga, to say the least.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? So I did make a lot.
How much you think you made in totality? Like, if you could make a number, what was your highest point you would use?
I think the highest point I counted on one day without material stuff, like $1 million or something.
God.
And
Cash money.
Cash money.
Oh, nice.
And how much was you bringing in weekly?
So it's really hard to say weekly. I just know when I bought my work and I pushed my work out within a week or two. You know what I mean? So if I buy 5 bricks, it's going to go. If I buy 10, it's going to go. But the most I ever bought from from Houston was 20 bricks at one time.
At what price? 17.5.
17.5 I started at, and then it started going down. You know what I mean? 15 and then 12.5. It got to 12.5 at one point.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you break it down to how much? Like, was you selling like you was literally just moving the bricks?
Like 100 grams and better.
God damn.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? That's why I say, so let's be clear, I wasn't the only one in Trenton pushing like that.
Right.
We had some people moving like that. But, you know, it's some people just quiet and then some people just loud. Right. I'm just the loud. You know what I mean? But for the most part, we motivated each other, I would say, in that era. And it ain't a glorifying part, because I made that clear. You can't glorify your life. You can brag on somebody else's life. You can brag on things, but I don't think the people in the higher up, when they talk about the things they done for their community or the city or what they putting in place, we won't call that bragging. But when we come home and we tell our life story, we trying to have that story touch
Right.
the younger generation or the ones that's still out there, so they can try to fall back. Because some of us don't want to tell somebody what to do. We just want to tell them the consequences that's coming behind it. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? When we dropped Blind Junie's episode, that's what some people in the comments were saying. Oh, y'all glorifying it. And I was like, no, man, we humanizing people. Like,
Definitely humanizing people.
you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when some people hear the word drug dealer, he a super criminal and this and that. And no, I'm here. G's here. Buck's here. Now, Blind Junie's here to show people that a drug dealer is your neighbor. Like, it's really a regular person. It is not this super person who thinks that much different. They just made different,
And most people we interview wasn't really all about the drugs. It done switched back into what they doing positive in their life after the drugs, right?
Yeah.
After all of that stuff. So I won't say we over here trying to glorify.
That's why we say former.
Right.
Yeah, they usually former
yeah.
drug dealers who's doing better with their life now. Like, everybody was in that space and they're doing better now. So yeah.
But also, how could you? We was talking off camera, but you were saying, how could I tell my life without speaking about that part of my life?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if you think about it, we what the generation want to hear about.
Yeah.
And not taking nothing away from people that went to school and got their degrees, but let's take it back to my era coming up. If I'm in a youth house or if I'm in the courtroom as a juvenile, in the classroom, and we bringing or a program, they're bringing somebody in to speak to me. The first thing I'm doing is I'm checking their appearance out from toe to head, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm listening how they speak, and I'm like, they not me.
Right.
They can't tell me nothing about me because they never been in this lane I'm in.
Right.
Now, if I get somebody that I heard about, read
That sound
about,
like you, right?
or heard a song about, I'm like, oh, that's such and such. Now I'm intrigued. I want to know what his story is. And maybe something hit me to say, nah, I don't want to go that route. Maybe.
Right. Well, hopefully that's what we hoping it comes out of this. We don't
That's
hope
my goal.
Nobody pick it up and trying to be the next drug dealer, especially not nowadays anyway.
Yeah, not
it's
nowadays.
definitely not the
Yeah.
move.
But that is my goal. You know what I mean? Try to help the next.
So,
No, man.
we got a way of doing it. So we going to start at the beginning. What's it like growing up, man?
So growing up, I come from Exon Avenue, Exon and Stuyvesant.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If anybody read the book about my life story, man, Exton is a small street. I mean, it's a small block. There's a lot of things going on in Exton at one time.
This is all in Trenton?
This all in Trenton, yeah. Stuyvesant is a longer block, and Exton is the side street. And when I tell you, man, we got a building over there, I call it the Nino Brown building. It's a brown building ran by, at one point in time, Keith Feliciano, one of my OGs I look up to, highly respect him. And I told him if I go on podcast, no, I'll mention your name, so nobody, he mentioned, I got permission from him.
Okay.
Just I asked out of respect.
Yeah.
He used to look out for me when I was a kid, as every other person that was getting money. Just running the streets, man. I probably was a little bad kid, throwing bottles down, making the block hot, and you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Your parents, because we all say parents are influential. I was reading your book, man, and I was just like, I don't want to say you was doomed, but it was just like, how could you not sell drugs? Because when I hear the story of your father, he used to sell drugs, and he was pretty good at it, from what you were saying.
Yeah.
Pretty good at selling.
So, so my dad, man, my biological dad was Omar Aikens. They called him Sandman. He's from Roger Gardens, West Trenton. He used to sell boat juice in the projects.
Boat juice is what?
Yeah, it's wet.
Wet is what?
The bomb fluid, dust.
No,
but we didn't mess with the leaves. We messed with the me coming up. It was the Easy Wisers with the weed, the dust
Easy
weed.
Water. No, but the reason why he was asking you, because you know it's another audience out here who's listening to your story.
Yeah.
They don't know what. They don't know what you're talking about. He's saying
So
wet.
we call it
you
wet.
turning the water on. No, we.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
what?
you
Yeah.
gotta.
So is
Yeah.
it PCP?
PCP.
PCP exactly what he's
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
PCP.
You gotta break it down in layman terms.
Yeah, layman terms. So
You can
my
say that,
block-
but I'm certain things I may just clarify. But
All right, so on my block, it was formerly known as pushing a lot of PCP. So my dad was selling PCP.
Okay.
I mean, he was getting a lot of money. Flashy dresser, real smooth, never went to jail. But he started using his own product. He started getting high. And you know what that lead to.
Right.
But he did his best with me, took care of me. I remember my dad, though. And then I was raised also by my stepdad named Keith Holmes. And he took care of us. Him and my dad got along real good. So
Was he hustling too?
he was hustling at one point in
Keith was
time.
talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Keith was hustling at one point in time, but my stepdad stopped hustling. Keith, he stopped hustling. He was raising me and my older sister Tanika that passed away from sickle cell.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
know what I
So
mean?
who's the sister I seen you with at the function?
That's my god sister Tiffany.
Oh, okay,
That's my right hand right there. My other hand.
Because I was
yeah.
reading the book. I'm like, which one is?
Yeah, she part of the book.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, what kind of kids were you?
I was bad.
That's it.
I did what I wanted to do.
God
That's
damn.
it. It ain't no, like I said, different area code, different city, but the same shit. You know what I mean? Stealing cars, stealing out the stores, running around, little fighting here, little fighting there. Just bad. Now listen, bad in school, barely went to school.
Right. It sounded like to me, like you kind of like you wanted to do that shit, like you was. It was like you couldn't wait till the rite of passage to be like, I can do this on my own. But like, when did you realize like, damn, I want to sell drugs?
At a young age, so I don't think I don't know why I was thinking that,
Yeah.
but at a young age I was thinking it 9, 10. No, because that's when I walk out the door, man, that's what I see.
Right.
I see the cars, I see the niggas hanging out, drinking.
It was late 80s?
This 90s, 92, 93. I'm saying 94, 95, just like, damn, they doing this. So I want to be a part of what they doing.
You tried to sell drugs, correct?
I got caught. My mom caught me, smacked the shit out of me.
Break that story down for me.
So long story short, I was serving a fiend. I ain't give her what she wanted. She went around the corner and told Poopo. That's what we call mom, Poopo. So Poopo come around the corner, yoked me up. You selling drugs and this and that. So I'm like, man, no. I'm lying. She pulled the work out my pocket, take me to my man that gave me the work. And she was like, she was more mad that I was selling drugs for somebody and taking them the money and not bringing money in our house. Not saying she wanted me to sell drugs, but just like you taking another man money to pay his bills when you got a home yourself. Know what I mean? She was more mad at that
What
and
did that
smacked
do
the
to
shit out.
you? Like,
Well, I still was young, but I know I held my face because she smacked the shit out of me.
I know that. But how old was you at that time when you was the first
Man,
selling? Was it
I
12,
probably was
13?
like 10 or 11.
10 or 11?
Yeah, I ain't know what I was
How
doing.
the fuck you convinced somebody that you wanted to sell drugs at 10 or 11? Like,
Nah, that come from watching them old heads, man, them fucking DVDs and shit like
But the
that.
generations got broke down from that.
Yeah.
They didn't have no more principles from that.
So I'm watching DVDs on drug lords, kingpins, and all that type of stuff. So I wanted to be them. So my thing too, I didn't want to be a rapper, and I
Right.
didn't want to be an athlete. Because I think one time I went to the Montel Williams show with Mount Alice. I think probably 12 years old. And I seen one of the celebrities come down the steps, and I seen the fan like acknowledge him.
Yeah.
And he looked at her like with disgust and just walked off. And she was only asked for an autograph. But in my head, in my young head, I'm like, damn, didn't she help him get to where he at? 'Cause I'm pretty
Right.
sure she probably bought what he was selling or what he was part of.
Right.
And then they just look at us, man. So I just really ain't, you know what I mean? And I respect them
Yeah.
because some people do get out of hand.
Yeah.
So I see why they do it, but then sometimes, man, god damn, it's a fan. And that's what they pay to see you.
Right.
And you won't even take a picture or autograph or nothing. So I really don't care too much of, you know what I mean? I just stay in my lane. But the Robin Hood of the hood, I come out the house, I need something to eat, or I need some sneakers, or I need some clothes, or whatever. Or I see all the money, let me get a couple hours. They give it to me.
Oh, really?
So this my celebrity.
Yeah, that's who they took care of you. Like they really. So after you get after your mother catches you selling drugs, what happens after that?
I probably stopped for a couple. I can't remember, it was so long ago, but whatever it was, I went right back to it eventually.
Obviously.
Yeah, eventually. So it ain't scare me.
Yeah.
Like it ain't shake me up enough to say I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was back at it. Even before I started selling drugs, me and my man Ryan locked up in Atlanta right now, man. Inshallah, he gives time back. I think Ryan just got he got 7 life sentences. God, so he in the feds now, so he got jammed up in the state in Atlanta, and now he got a federal case. So I may do out every time for him. Man, for real. I mean, inshallah. But me and him used to be, and a couple more of us, we used to be in the Nino Brown building cooking up coke, fake coke. So we'll have wax, melt the wax and let it harden back up. We pour Amasol on it. And then when they put it in their mouth, it numb them up. So that's what we were selling at one point in time.
Oh my God,
that was pretty
fake
clever.
crack.
That was pretty clever though.
Hey, listen,
with the
Amasol,
right.
yeah.
So that was gonna get them hurt.
You like see that shit?
They know that.
Hey, look, we got
That was gonna get them hurt.
Nah, hey, Joe, look, we can run back in the day,
I
man.
know, but that was because
we
the
out
real
here.
thing for his money will hurt you.
Yeah, you're right, but look, we was mobbed up, man. You know, we was dumb, man. We was ignorant, so we
I know
probably
how
whooped his ass.
I know
but-
how that.
Yeah, but we used to do that though.
God
Know what I
damn.
mean?
I ain't gonna see Amasol.
Amasol. And having her to put it in the sandwich bag and put it in the freezer, so it get hard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
Oh my God.
That was clever.
it was crazy, man. To put it in the 5 nickel bags.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we did everything. We had everything real set up, but what was in the bag.
Well, before that, I mean, I don't know if it was before or after, but before you started really selling drugs, you were stealing cars. Like, you had to.
Yeah,
Like,
we were selling cars.
because, you know, when I think of New Jersey, I think of New Jersey Drive.
Yeah,
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
and you are of that age.
yeah, that was our era.
Yeah.
But
Right.
now,
I was thinking about that, right?
that was our era.
All right.
But I wasn't one of the best drivers at all. You know what I mean? I put in book. I even crashed and went
Yeah.
through somebody's kitchen. And one of my best friends, Raj, we call him Bogus. That was his first time going to James, where he got 2 years. I leaped over the gate. It was snowing at the time too. I leaped over the gate. I was in Ewan Township. I laid on somebody's porch till the police left. Lost a sneaker and everything.
Hold
Wow.
on. We gonna go. I want you to break the whole scenario down because that was a crazy scenario.
You want to hear that story?
Yeah. So we stole a car. We jump in there. We just joyriding. I go down the one-way street. He like, man, it's one. I'm like, nah, man, it's a car behind us. The car wound up being the police. They throw the lights on. We out North Trenton, man. I take them all the way to West Trenton. Now we in a section that we really don't know. It's across the light.
And they followed y'all the whole way.
No, they
Police.
chased us.
Oh, they chased
No,
you.
we on the chase in the snow.
Oh, wow.
So I make it all the way to West in the snow, and we sliding on every corner, everything. We make it all the way to West Trenton, unfamiliar territory, like in the Ewan area. And I'm hitting a whole dash down the strip, man. That's you know. I'm looking back to see where the cops lights at, see if they dying down. I just hear Raj scream, yo, oh, I turn around, I start screaming. It's a gate, go through the gate and then go through the house. Try to wake him up. I think he was unconscious. Like he was knocked out like dazed. I just took off running underneath the jumped the fence.
Oh, wow.
And I just laid on the porch.
Yeah,
I don't know how long. I fell asleep.
Wow.
I fell asleep. It was cold out there. And then when I woke up, I peeked up.
How old was you then?
I was probably like, so he went to the youth house probably like 12, 13.
He giving me flashbacks.
Flashbacks of what, Junior?
That was my first case. That was my first case.
Which case? What was your first case?
What he went to jail. That's what it was. You always wanted to. They called it joyride.
Joyride, man. That's what it was back then, man. So He went to jail. Then I said, man, stealing cars ain't for me. You know what I mean? I wound up going to the boot camp for 6 to 7 months, and I got caught in there for the stolen cars.
For that same stolen
car?
No,
I probably got caught with another one.
You continued to steal cars after that.
But my crew, God bless their thing. It was a couple of some of them locked up, whatever. Man, them was some driving motherfuckers. I wasn't nowhere near what they was capable of doing. But when I did go, I'm like, man, this ain't me no more. I gotta get some money. So I went to the boot camp. I wound up getting kicked out of Edison Prep program because I was selling weed. And this, I got some weed in there, so I selling it, got kicked out of there, went to Voorhees, made it out, and then I'm like, I said the dumbest thing. Now it's dumb to me, but back then it wasn't dumb.
Right.
Next time I go to jail, the feds come to get me.
I read that. I said, yo, what?
But it was true. It was a true statement. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I can't tell you what I was thinking that young age to say some dumb shit like that.
You wasn't thinking, but that's just what's happening. That was what was happening. You wasn't thinking.
One more question. When you watch New Jersey Drive, right?
Yeah.
How real was that compared to what people were doing in real life? Like, how, how much was there embellishing and how much was like, this is what we was actually doing?
Well, yeah, was that life? Like setting the time of your era?
Like when you watch that movie, like, oh, that's bullshit.
Nah. So you do have motherfuckers. I don't want to name their names. Because I ain't getting. But you had niggas from Hermitage. Now I mean, it was some brothers. They ran a crew of them. You had niggas ran with me. You had no Trenton niggas. And when I tell you, they looked for chases. They had a whole force behind them chasing them. It was real. Like man, I seen people getting chased by the cops on Stuyvesant, and the cop can be like they follow them, and then man they just do a 180 in the middle of the street and then shoot back the other way and then go down like it was crazy, man. They was some really driving motherfuckers. Yeah. Man, they had a whole they have Hamilton Township, Lawrence Township, Trenton Police Department. They probably had 20, 30 cars following them, chasing them, and they get away.
Get away?
Yeah. Man, no bullshit.
Crazy.
I lied to you not.
That's crazy. Yeah,
there was some real drivers out there, man. For real.
Like, how was they even casing them cars and shit like that? Like, do they just...
Yeah, what are you looking for?
You're not taking a drug dealer's car. You take, it was no holds bars in that motherfucker.
Now, hold on. So I ain't gonna say who car they was taking, but what I can say is didn't nobody care who car they was taking. So I don't know specifically was it a drug dealer? Because you gotta think, sometimes we even had cars where it might have been a cop car and a gun was found in the car.
Yeah, but you didn't know that. It ain't like you
that's
know
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But it ain't like you knew the dude who getting that money on the block and you taking his car.
Nah, they not even selling cars in Trenton. They driving out.
Going somewhere else.
Yeah, you probably go to Princeton, New Brunswick. That's what I'm saying. You don't know who car it is.
You don't know who car you steal.
Yeah, you out. Like you out. You going to New Brunswick. You going to Plainsville. The further you go, the longer you keep the car.
Oh, so they're not eating where they shit at. I mean, they're not shitting.
No. We're not doing it in Trenton.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Maybe the Newark guys that start stealing
out there to go back there.
Yeah, maybe the Newark people that start selling cars, they might steal a car to around the area, or they might steal something right there to take it further, and then leave that one there, and then bring something back. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So was it anybody trying to make it a business who was like, we steal cars, we selling the parts, or was it like people just joyriding and shit?
Something like that.
So honestly, I heard people say they go to Chop Shop. None of us never went to the Chop Shop who I hung with, or I never talked to the guys that said they did go to Chop Shop. Right. I heard about, but it wasn't no care to us really.
There was a scene, and I felt like it was like that coming of age scene where it's like, all right, now it's time for me to do me, and it was when you. It was so crazy. I was like, that has to be a crazy scene. You get out of boot camp and you go to school, but somebody's in your class. It's your mom's. How do you go to school with your mom's in the class? Like, how does that happen? Because clearly, did she finish her education? Like, what's the story with your mother first, and then we'll segue into what happens after.
So back in the day, a lot of parents didn't finish schools
right because
of the kids,
Okay.
You know
But
what I
they
mean?
having kids. and
Yeah,
stuff
she had
like
kids at a young age, so you know you gotta leave out to take
Yeah.
care of your kids, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So when she did get herself together, she slid back in daylight twilight. So we had Trenton High School, and then they had off branches of the schools, and it was daylight twilight where you can go to school to get your high school diploma.
Okay.
So
What's it called? Daylight Twilight?
Yeah, it was daylight twilight. So I got like a couple of kids got pushed out there and started going to daylight twilight. So I wound up. I couldn't tell you even how I got there, but whatever paperwork got filled out when I came home from boot camp, got in there. And she was in the class and she wasn't having it. So I wasn't having it either. I left.
Yeah.
So hold on, I'm saying, but how did you find out before you got to the class, or you walked in the class and saw it there?
I seen her ass there when I came in.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And when I came in, she looking. She already know I'm ready to do something. So Omar, you better not fucking cut up in here. So I'm like, hey, chill out, lady. Soon as the teacher came in there, man, I did some shit. The teacher said, you late. I told the teacher, you late. What you doing coming in late? And she said something, I said something, and she was like, you can leave. I said, well, I'm gonna listen to her. And the teacher like, what? I said, that's my mom. I just walked out. And I ain't never come back to school. So
That's crazy. Like, I don't know what I would do if I see my mom's in there, son.
But it's a lot of older parents coming there because they give you a chance to get your high school diploma.
Right.
You don't have to get your GED.
Right.
So that's why they was calling it was like a night school or something.
Yeah.
Daylight, twilight.
No, I mean, I probably would have got my GED. I'm listening to my moms at that age and shit.
That would have been kind of embarrassing too.
What?
Moms and you in there.
It's cool. Like, it's kind of weird though. That's what you're saying. You feel it was a little embarrassing, or was it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hell, what? Because my mom was in there?
Well, to happen to see your mother in class, right?
No, I'm happy to see her in there because she getting her education.
I know.
But at that point, you was happy at that point.
Yeah, I was happy at the point to my mom. No, I see my mom. No, man, because we gotta. Like, that's my dog.
Because you about, what, 16, 17 at the time?
So I just came from boot camp. Yeah, I'm like 16, 17, going on 18. So I'm young. I'm still bad. So, you know, it's my heart. You know what I mean? So I see it and I'm like, you know, we like.
That was all right, yeah.
Hell yeah, that's my heart right there. So she know I'm bad. I remember one time, man, me and my mom.
She just accepted it at this point? Like,
yeah,
she know I'm bad.
So I remember one time, right? We was going to the cookout. This is no lie. So we leave off our porch, Exon Avenue. We leave off our porch. As soon as we came off the porch, a couple houses down, one of the older ladies said, Poo-Poo, Omar was out here busting them bottles again. So she like, Omar, just shake her head. We get to the corner of Exton, by the building. Somebody else yelled out the window, Poo, you better get that goddamn Omar. He always doing something. Then we get around the corner, and some cars stop. They like, Poo, Omar bust my window out last night, and this and that. So my mom said, you know what? We ain't going to the park. Somebody gonna kill us. We going back home.
God,
and we just turned. She just turned around, and just grabbed me, and just went back home. She said, I ain't going nowhere with you. And then that day, she was like, don't call me Mom. You call me Poo Poo, because somebody gonna do something to her. So ever since then, I just started calling him Poo Poo.
Oh.
No, I mean, but it was always
damn.
something, man. It was always something with me doing. It was just crazy.
Yo, that's crazy.
And that's the honest God truth, man. Like, she a fighter.
I can see she was not scared of that fucking drug dealer.
Nah. She wasn't scared of nobody.
Coming in, that's guts.
I gotta bring Poo Poo on the podcast with me one day.
Exactly.
I'm bring on one of these podcasts.
Exactly.
Mama Love. Bring her.
Love.
How's she doing now?
She doing good. My mom doing good. She, you know what I mean, living her life. You know what I mean? She got her grandkids to take care of. She works still. I mean, she ain't working too hard. She works still, but she doing good.
Those your kids, or you got other siblings?
No, I only got one daughter.
Oh, really? You only got one?
There's one.
But you got other siblings, or your brothers and sisters?
Yeah, it was 8
They
of
got
us.
enough children.
Yeah.
8 of y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Y'all stayed in the same house?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why you act like that's a lot?
He didn't say that in the book.
Yeah, it's 8 of us, man.
8 kids not a lot?
That's a something, but in them
That's
average,
something.
I know people got 16 and 20 kids.
I don't.
Oh, you don't? Nah,
I
man.
don't know nobody.
You want
16 kids? I
listen.
seen
You
8
want a big
before.
family. You want a big family because ain't nothing like our household. We all tight.
4 and 5, it's a lot of kids. Like, you start getting past them numbers there. Junior, you got
I
like 8 or 11.
I like
we
that
got
big
5.
that
We
big
got
family,
5.
man.
Yeah, I know people who got
But
like
yeah.
11, but it's still like a huge, that's a
But
lot.
they had kids back then like that.
Yeah. Definitely. But you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
got no farm. I don't need all them damn kids. I ain't putting them to work, but so yeah. So after that, it was like, I'm ready to go. How did you get your first foray into like selling drugs on your own?
Well, you get your first foray selling drugs on your own when you got to continue giving somebody else all the money.
So that's how you started too, even after 16. Like you had to work for somebody.
So one of my cousins, I just said one of my, I ain't gonna mention his name, but one of my cousins, we used to call him, I said a street name, Mad Dog.
Okay.
So I used to push work for Mad Dog, and then I just, you know what I mean, just stopped. Like, nah, I'm just doing my own
Was that your
thing.
first introduction?
No, that was the second one as I got older. Remember the younger one? The younger
Oh,
time I got smacked.
right. When you was
Remember I got
walking.
smacked.
Right.
I got
right.
some.
But this is your second time you started.
This is my second time.
Get
So
your feet wet.
only put drugs in my hand twice from somebody, and I decided that's not for me.
So you didn't get a rush from that, because like when I seen this, it was like when you first did he give it to you like on consignment, or like he just like you got the ambition in you, I'm gonna give it to you?
Nah, my ambition it started from me.
It
ain't start from when I was pushing for somebody else. 'Cause I wasn't even pushing that long. I got caught with my mom. Then like when I was moving for my cousin, I'm like, nah, like I'm just after this I'm just done.
That thing with your mom stuck in your head.
Yeah, I shouldn't give nobody else my money.
Right.
If I'm about to go to jail, so I might as well go to jail for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give somebody else all this motherfucking money. I can do it myself.
That's how you felt, Junie?
Yeah, pretty much. But I was crazy because I was hustling for me, them, and everybody. And dangerous.
Yeah.
So, when did you start working for yourself? Because I feel like it was like, go ahead.
So, not to cut you off, when I started working for myself is 98 when I came home.
Right. What was the
1998.
date? August. What was
No,
April?
I think I came home in April 1998.
Yeah,
Or February 1998. I came home from the boot camp.
Friday, April 10th, 1998.
Yeah, I
How was
came
that
home.
date special?
But not to cut you off, you always working for yourself because you're going to be the only one going to jail when they catch you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Ain't never lied.
Yeah, for real.
So all that, yo, you work for something, you working for you.
Yeah, but you giving your money to the next man, though.
But shit, they don't want to hear
That's why
that when you get caught.
Nah, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They do want to hear that, actually. They want you to tell who you working for.
It don't always work like you think when you tell
I know what
them.
you mean.
So it was February I came home, and then April, you know what I mean? That's my daughter was born in 98.
April 10th?
No, 11.
April 11th.
Yeah, it was April 11.
It's my wife's birthday.
Yeah. So April 11, my daughter was born, Siani Aikens.
And that signified what for you as?
Nah, but when you read the book, you go get the book, it says, I ain't coming to jail.
Till the feds come.
I ain't going back to jail. And yes, the feds pick me up. I'm going home to get rich. I got a daughter to take care of.
Ah.
So I found out while I was in boot camp that I had got my baby mother pregnant.
Yeah.
And now I'm not coming back home. I was too old anyway, 17 going 18, still no motherfucker. Me, I'm gonna steal no cars anyway. But I knew and watched so many of the old heads get money, so I already knew. And I've been, even before I went to the youth house, man, I was coming up New York, Harlem, with the Belizeans. I was eating at Sylvia's back in the day at a young age.
You
know
eating the what?
At Sylvia's.
Sylvia's.
Back at a young
All that
age.
shit. Okay.
When I push my documentary out, it's like I'm gonna show all that. 'Cause I'm definitely coming up top to shoot some footage.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hopefully I get some of my Belizean brothers to link up some way, somehow. Because a lot of them back in Belize.
Really?
Yeah, they back in Belize.
They was deported, or they just went on it? One of them went
Some
on their
were.
own volition, right?
Yeah, some were, and then some just went back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, your daughter's born. Congratulations on that one.
Yeah.
What happens now? Because, like, for me, I always hear when people when they get their kids, it's like a different epiphany. Like, I don't want to be selling drugs all my life. You was like,
But I'm just
it's
starting.
time to start selling
Yeah,
drugs.
I'm starting at 17, 18
Yeah.
years old. I shoot up, you know what I mean? I get a couple out, start pushing some coke. a little bit of crack, then shoot up New York.
Wait, you
to one of
started
the
off.
Bleezers.
I thought you started off selling PCP.
Nah. I started off selling a little bit of crack, just a little bit around the way crack,
Yeah.
get a couple dollars, and then I make my way up to Harlem with the Bleezers, Chucky, you know, and then he blessed me, he let me out, and then I just never looked back from there. I just started using my resources, reaching out to people and going to other cities.
How long did it take you to? Well, how much at that point? Because I think it was a point where you was making like $3,500 a week or something like that.
That's when I was starting off. Like I was outside. I was outside night and day. Just I was pushing while people going out. Probably people smoking and drinking, chilling. I'm still hustling.
God damn.
So I never drunk and smoked a day in my life. Not even a cigarette.
Really?
To this day, nah. That's not me. That's not for me.
Is that because you seen your parents or
Yeah. Yeah, I
seen those
say.
things?
Yeah, my mom did get high. You know what I mean? My dad got high too. And
Is that your reason for staying away from it? That's what he asking you.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I didn't like the effects I seen. I ain't like the effects I seen on the street. So I'm one of them type of kids. I am gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And you don't have to put my hand over the fire to say that's hot. I know that's hot.
No doubt.
You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
like I said, even my sister that passed away, she smoked weed. I just chose not. I'll sell the weed though.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I get some weed. I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah.
So was that a community block, a territory block?
So in Trenton, I can't say a community block. I'm just say this where you from. I'm from Exon. I'm from Stobbs. I'm from Hayes. I'm from Christoph.
But you know what I mean,
Hawthorne,
like-
yeah. So wherever you from, that's where you from. So ain't no one person ran, and it wasn't no gang of niggas like a
Yeah, it
squad.
was later on, like in the late
Yeah.
90s. It was like that everywhere. It was
Yeah,
all
it
split
just-
up.
yeah, it
Nobody
just split
on
up.
Shit, yeah.
That's where you from. West Trenton, North Trenton, East Trenton,
You
South
just come
Trenton
out and
section.
work on your block. That's it.
When you got that, when you got that the water, what do you?
The wet.
The
It's
wet.
PCP. We call it wet. Once you come out
we
the
call
house,
it-
You called it something in the book. I feel like what
PC, embalming fluid, wet,
Yeah,
PCP.
yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
when you
we
come
use
out the
wet,
house,
yeah.
that's what your block smell like.
God damn, whole
It-
block.
The whole block. It's like a cologne.
Damn.
And at a young age, people get high off that shit, man. They go butt naked, running down the street naked.
Like that K2 or some shit.
They took that
Like
back.
that. That's what they be doing with that K2.
I think that K2 son treacherous. I think that's a whole different level of its
Yeah,
own. Yeah, I don't even think you can
shit.
compare that with something right now.
Right.
Yes, a new
Right.
drug come out, K2 Plus or Pro.
Yeah,
K2 Pro.
K2,
We
yeah.
gonna call it K2 Pro because
you ain't
I seen
lying.
people lose their shit, man, smoking that. But it's just a wet block. Man, I seen people fight the cops all high up off that shit.
Damn.
So yeah, no, that ain't for me.
How long did it take for you to? How long did it take you for you to get $1 million?
Man, I can't. So to get I can't even tell you because you moving, like you
Right.
moving, you pitting up. Like I don't think me personally, I didn't sit down and put a date on. I made this.
Right,
It's just
right,
that I
right.
had money,
You just had money and
and I knew how much I had. I knew, you know what I mean, where to hide it at and no shit like that. So I didn't have no timeline on how long it took me,
right.
but I know I was making it.
Because I know it was a point where it was like I said, you was making like $3,500 a week, and then it was like, bam, I got 60 stacks. I'm ready to buy like a key or some shit. I said, God damn, like how fucking fast you made that shit?
I'm determined. I was just determined. Like now, and I'm determined.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just believe in myself. If it's illegal or legal,
No, I see that. Like you
Pushing your product.
yeah. And now my product is me. I'm pushing me.
the question I want to know is, why is it that there's some people who are always just at the corner level, like they never get off their feet to a level that you got to compared to you? Like what is the difference between that? Like, whoa.
Only thing I can say, a broad answer is, cause not to downplay nobody.
Yeah.
Only thing I can say is, I don't think they got that admiration, that determination.
Determination. Or being
I don't think they
determined.
got it.
Yeah.
Because let's put some legitimacy on this.
Right.
A person that work at McDonald's, why is that person still at the cash register that came in. 2 people came in. One still at the cash register, but now one a manager. One just find where they at, and the other one like, nah, that ain't me.
Right. So it's the same thing. Because that's why I'm asking. 'Cause
it's the same shit. It's all within self. Where you want to be at in life. You want to be here or you want to be there. You got to pick one.
Now, did you have a structure? Because like when I was reading Corey Pekees' book when he worked for the Supreme Team, or alleged, whatever. I don't want to say he was and he wasn't.
Shout out to my man Corey.
Shout out to Corey. I think he did, but Corey, shout out to Corey Pekees. He was like, they was running that shit like they was running the shit like a company, a Fortune 500, where they had shifts and the 7 to 4, and the 8 to 4, the 4 to 12, the 12 to 8 shifts and shit like that. Like, was you running your operation like that? Like,
so basically, yeah, I was running my operation like that because it was a self operation. Yeah. So I'm gonna be clear, I didn't have a group of men or women move from. I had it was a brotherhood, like my bros.
Yeah, like a gentleman's club.
Yeah, they probably copped off me. I had people go up and get work for me, this and that, but no, it wasn't like we had a round table. I'm sitting down, I'm at the head of the table saying this and this. I wasn't doing that. Yeah. So it wasn't that type of structure. Like,
but you did have business hours.
Yeah, listen, drug dealers is a business. It's a structure. It's a structure. If you fuck up, you fail. If Fortune 500, if you fuck up the paperwork, what happened? You tank. Yeah. So it's a structure. Some people may not think that it is illegal, but some people, the higher up, may look down on us like we don't know what we're doing, but we running an organization. Yeah. And running an organization means you dealing with money, and a lot of money. So you gotta have a structure. You can't just get up and just say you're gonna go buy some drugs without putting a plan in effect to go get them drugs. You know what I mean? So everything gotta be coordinated. You gotta connect out of town. So you gotta send your money out of town. All that take preparation.
Right. I was reading that when you went to and this had to be before this was pre 9/11. Because you ran into an old friend, Country. Yeah. And that's where you got your first connection to Texas of like selling cocaine. Yeah. You said you strapped up $60,000 to your body to get on the plane.
Not my body.
You didn't do it, or you gave somebody else.
Not my body. No. I'm not my body.
That's like, I don't think you could ever get away with no shit like that now.
No, I don't think so neither. But I'm not putting it on my body.
Oh, I was wondering. I'm like, man.
But if I trust
to death.
If I have to, I would do it. If I have to, if it's the last resort, I won't have no problem doing it.
Cause I'm like, how would you like? There's no way you get on a plane, body full of $60,000 and just. That's how I'm assuming.
But a lot of people do it because
it's still happening.
It's
but
still happening. You got money straps.
Chances.
You got money straps. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know about if it's still happening now. No,
taking a plane over.
It ain't happening now because they got the X-rays.
Now you think they get the stuff?
Yo, you go to the airport.
You gotta take everything off.
Hey, Junior, you do it now.
We ain't gonna argue about it. Drugs ain't gonna never stop, and some people gonna always take chances, and some ain't. Yeah, and it's getting here. Because the people that work in the airports is a part of the system.
Well, that's a different story. We saying somebody walking through personally with it, through the machines, nah, it ain't happening. Because you got to lift your hands up, the X-ray spin around. Yeah. Even when I go through my chain, I got to move my chain up when I come up so you can pat that spot because it's a spot.
One time I went to the airport, G.
Junior ain't been on the planes since the 70s.
I ain't been on a plane. Please, G. I just came from DR, Texas in the 2000s. I went to the airport one day and they made a mistake and let me walk through the monitor, but it wasn't purposely. I just walked through it, like around it.
You sure you know where you was going?
My man was laughing because T-Top, my man was laughing because I walked around it. He said, "Yo, they didn't even see because I'm not."
Can't even walk around. A lot of that time, he thinking she's the old one where you get to walk through the metal detector.
I was supposed to walk through the metal detector, but
what happened? Ain't no more metal detectors like that.
But the scanning and all that, I was supposed to walk through, but I made a mistake and just walked around it.
I ain't gonna fight with you, Junior.
We wasn't fighting. But it is what it is. You see on the news, people getting busted every day doing dumb shit.
Yeah,
You right about that?
Do.
Those are
Definitely
facts.
do.
Yeah, at one point you were saying that you read in a paper that and I felt like that was like foreshadowing that you read that there was CIs that were in that infiltrated somebody's crew on Passaic Street. I wanted to ask you, like, when you seen that, like, that wasn't a forewarning for you to be like, I'm gonna stop?
No, because it wasn't me. Nah. So let me talk about a little bit about Passaic Street. So Passaic Street at one point in time, we used to call it Baby New York. Like it was everything on there too, just like Exon, small block, small little section, and it was a lot of money around there. I used to go around there sometime. A cop, my little cousin, was off the porch before me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gold fangs in his mouth. He had it. I ain't gonna say his name though, cause I ain't finished. But I used to go around there and buy Coke 1 for 1. So that's bait. It set your own price. You know, you go around there with $100, you go get about 10 grams of Coke. You know what I mean? Ain't no Coke in there, but you know, it's 1 for 1. Go back and sell it. You know what I mean? But that's how. Hey, I came up.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason. That was part of the session where I came up too. So you know, there's a lot of tricks and trades and hustling, man. Because it is a business, but it's a legal business that come with a lot of severe consequences. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm glorifying that part. Yeah. But your ass you got some consequences coming. But you know, Baby New York, Passaic Street was lit. A lot of money was around there. They got, I can't remember what year, but a couple of old heads got jammed up from somebody cooperated on them. And you know what I mean, went to jail for a couple of about 8 to 10 years too.
Shit, I hear them numbers now. You can do that shit in your sleep. The way some of these 7 life sentences, Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know if they feel that way. They do because they telling when they get to the police car, they telling. They ain't going to the station now.
There was another point that I wanted to bring up, and I remember you called me. It was about this. Got to be from what it sounded like you was telling me. This was like the first and only time you got robbed. Break that down for me, man. Like that was a.
All right, so now that was funny. It's funny.
Now it's funny, right?
Look, it's funny because I'm here to tell it.
Yeah, for sure.
But so right, one day I was serving this kid. I was serving this kid, right? So it wasn't no work out there. I mean, it was a drought. I had 2 keys left, and at the time it's going for 35. That's what I'm selling for 35, but I'm still getting it for like 20 now. So I'm like, man, I'm holding it for you. So he called me. I'll get this female from Ewing. She picks me up. Instead of me waiting for my home, they all at country buffet eating. So they like, nah, don't go nowhere. Just wait till we come back. So I'm like, man, I'm cool. Go up there, I park outside Trenton in the alleyway. Get out the car. Something telling me to get back in the car. Something don't seem right. But me, man, I got more heart than a lot of people think or know. But man, if I feel as though I'm just gonna do what I want to do. Whatever the consequences is, I deal with them when they come. So I'll go up the steps. When I go to close, I let her go in front of me. So when I go to close the door, I hear footsteps. So I try to close the door, motherfucker kick the door, and boom. So when they kicked the door, I spun around. So me and that person face to face, they got a screen mask on. They wrapped around, like everything covered up. And he got the gun dead in my face. She take off running. She just running around rapid, yelling, oh my God, we're getting robbed. Shit. She don't have nothing to do with it. I called her. So I know that for a fact. She done locked herself in one of the rooms, screaming. She's so scared. So I'm just standing there with the book bag, holding the straps. And they like, man, you don't give it up. Give it up. So he like, it's 2 of them. The 2 guys I wouldn't go serve, they jump on the floor. So he like, get up. So I'm like, I'm just looking at it 'cause I'm in shock. Like, man, they robbing me? And he like, where the coke at? So I'm like, oh, this set up ass shit.
Wow.
So, I'm blacked out, really, like, just looking. So I just pulled the book bag. I just throw the coke on the floor. You had that shit kicking right. You had that little bit of shit. So he like, so they made me get on the ground. Like, get on the ground. So when I get on the ground, face the wall. I face the wall. So I happen to turn around. I see the fat fuck nigga pointing up at the counter like, grab the money. So I'm like, man, these niggas clowns. And
You knew them?
the niggas I was serving, but I found out who did it though.
But I mean, but the people that you found out did it, you knew these people or you didn't even know them?
Well, I knew the ones that I was serving, but then the ones that did it. Oh yeah, I know exactly who did it.
Oh,
Wait, so they was so
was
the
gonna
people
set you
who
up,
was
right?
robbing, because I thought for some reason I probably was half in and out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the people who was copping from you set you up.
They did.
Yeah,
Oh, they
he's
did.
saying
They
the
did set
fat
you
dude,
up.
yeah, he
Okay.
said the fat
So that's why I
dude.
said when the fat fucks jumped on the floor and they told everybody lay down
Yeah.
and they laid me down, they saying face the wall, and I happened to look
Over there, he's telling
over.
the dude to take
He
the
tell
money.
him get the money
Yo, get
too
the money.
on the counter. So I'm like, now the dude on top of me, he like, man, turn around, don't do that shit again, and put the gun in my head. So I'm gonna blow your motherfucking head off. So I was just sitting there like, these niggas is crazy.
You wasn't scared they was gonna kill you?
Well, I don't think you scared when you numb. No, I mean, I really don't think you scared when you numb. So when
They
they
got
left,
what they wanted.
yeah, when they ran out the door, I jump up. Know what I mean? I say what I say, and you know what I mean. One thing led to another.
How hard was it to let that go? Because you let it go.
Well, I let it go, but I didn't let it go. So I didn't let it go. I leave that at that. But I let it go because the older dudes around me like, man, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing. I'll throw you something, man. Leave that shit alone, man. All of us gonna go to jail, and you can't do that because it was really going down, dog.
Make the block hot.
The dudes you were serving or the dudes who actually who did it?
No, so the dudes that actually, so the ones that set me up, but the dudes that did it, they still to this day don't even know I know their names. I know for a fact they don't. One even moved, I say this online, because I'm standing where I stand on. One even moved to Atlanta. He was so scared.
Damn.
And they don't even know I know. But they gonna know now. They gonna see this. But you know, it's part. At the end of the day, it was part of the game.
Right.
I never got robbed again though.
Right.
I never got robbed again.
And you really can't be mad at them. You mad at the nigga that you was trusting that you was dealing with.
Yeah.
But you know,
He was the wrong one.
yeah, he definitely was. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not holding no grudge against him. No, I mean, it's part of the game.
Right.
I did some shit in my time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. At that time, afterwards, I'm mad as hell. Nigga want blood. You
I'm
know
telling you,
I was
like
just
you
about
was
to say.
violated.
Yeah,
Honestly,
right.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You was taken advantage of, like that. Whoo, man. And in that game where, you know, you don't want to show weakness because you don't want more people trying to rob you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't show. But it happened to the best of the best. You know what I mean? You just got to learn how to deal with your, you know what I mean, your situation. And that was part of the consequence that I deserved for slipping and not having, you know what I mean, my guys with me or somebody with
That's
me.
an ill way to look at it. Like, that's,
I mean,
that's
yeah, it
the
is what it
lesson
is.
right there.
I'm one
You
of the
know what I'm
ones.
saying?
Yeah, I'm one of the ones. Honestly, on some G shit that I respect the game wholeheartedly. Whereas though, if I get caught slipping, I get caught slipping. You either deal with it or you accept it. And it's either you gonna keep moving or you gonna push on that issue. Ain't no running around. I mean, holding grudges and all that type of shit.
Right.
It's just part of the game.
There was a well, before we get there, I want to talk about Gangland and you, because you somehow a drug dealer is on a TV show named Gangland, and you actually became a blood at one point. Why? Like, it seemed like you had a whole shit bubbling. Like you I was like, why did you become a blood? Like, what was the purpose of that?
For me, was coming to blood the numbers. It's a business. It's a Fortune 500. I'm not gonna say employees, but I need people to help push this work I'm trying to get. You see what I'm saying? It don't have nothing to do with me killing somebody. It don't have nothing for me taking over somebody's block. In this era, my era, you don't have to go to war with blocks. You put work out there, and then you get the block gradually.
Right.
So, bloods can go anywhere now, even if you're not from there. Oh, I got some work. So that was my main, that was my focus, and that was my platform I wanted to set. It ain't never get that far, but that's what I was going to do. So basically, the answer in a realistic way was I was setting myself up to go to jail for RICO, and I was fine with that. Because with gangs come murder and drugs. So once you got a crime of violence with the drugs, it's a RICO and it's federal. So any type of way somebody walking into that and not knowing that, they just as dumb as.
So you knew that walking into that.
Yeah, and you said you was fine with that? Let's bring that back.
Yeah, because if I'm fine with risking my life selling drugs, what's the difference?
People have that same the consciousness of that when they doing it.
You're extremely aware of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're really aware, right?
So, but the reason I'm aware, and see, this is why I don't have no. This is why I'm saying I don't have no problems, and I'm loved by a lot of people. Because first and foremost, I respect all my old heads. Yeah. I don't know. We get up in age. We probably get a bulk of money or whatever the case may be. But some people do get beside themselves. Old head might start getting high and start disrespecting. I will never do that. Yeah. I mean, I don't never look down on my old heads. I jump out of the car, I speak to them. I fuck with them. Mm-hmm. So the reason I was aware because I paid attention. You know what I mean? It don't have nothing to do with because I didn't drink or smoke. It just had something to do with it. I just respected what they did. It's like a celebrity or a Michael Jordan. Yeah. When people respect them, what they do, they build their craft up in rapping, or they build their ball handling up. Yeah. Because they want to be like Mike. Right. And they want to be like this kingpin. Right. So, in order to respect the game, you got to respect the people in the game. So
very important in business is relationships. Yeah,
so I was aware. Everything I did, I was aware
of. In Gangland, so I guess we want to clear some things up. In Gangland,
funny
they said
shit. Yeah, what they say?
They said you
give it to me.
Paid your way to be into the gang, and when you paid, it made some of the lower ranking gang members resent you, and so they've said you did a hit to calm that whole situation. Okay. Speak to that.
All right, so let's speak to the paid first, right? Right. So on Gangland, the detective on there,
that's not Gary from the book, is it?
No.
Okay.
So exactly. So Gary Britt would know me and my style because he followed, chased me, whatever, and locked me up. So the guy that was on Gangland, I'm saying clear, I don't even think he was a gang officer, from my knowledge. And two, I was above his pay grade. I never seen that man. He probably wouldn't even be able to pull me over for the simple fact that he might have fucked the investigation up that they had, if they had one at the time. So we don't even know what he talking about, respectfully. Second, how much do it cost to get in the game? We need somebody to come on the podcast to talk about it. Hold on. Let's get the person that I paid to get on the podcast and tell him how much I paid. Because he can answer it better than me, right?
Right. If you said you paid
I paid somebody, right? So we need to get where the camera at? Where the camera at?
That's your camera right there.
Which one? Where am I at?
That
one. Yeah. So the question was, I paid to get on. I paid to be a blood. Yes. So my invite, any podcaster or anybody that I paid money to, we need that person to come on a podcast so we can talk about how much I paid. So I let them answer.
So was you a blood?
Yeah, I was a blood.
So you had a big homie.
Yeah, but we talking about Benz. I was getting money. They made me pay to be a gang member.
Yeah, he was saying that a lot of from the show's perspective, they were saying that the other, like the lower ranking members, was upset with him because he paid his way to be above them in a higher space than these guys is. So that's what he's saying.
So what I'm saying is,
but he's saying that if that, of course, that ain't happen.
So what I'm saying is, if that really happened, let's bring the guy who I paid to come on any podcast and we can talk about how much I paid. So I'd rather him answer the question.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Go from there.
And then for the work, it was a life loss. You know what I mean? Someone lost their life. So I don't really talk about that too much. You know what I mean? I apologize to the family. What it was
you did apologize?
No, I'm saying, in open court. I did apologize in open court. And what it was a senseless, dumb murder that shouldn't happen.
But it didn't have anything to do with you was trying to like compensate for okay.
Nah,
Yeah, they
it
said
ain't.
you did the murder to quell
Right, pretty much what's going on.
the
right.
underling.
Right.
I don't want to say underlings, but like the lower ranking gang members, because they like, oh, you
Blood
ain't put in no
members,
work.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
So again, it's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did it make sense?
No.
Then
what makes sense?
What?
The
story.
The Gangland made sense where they said I'm already up making money, but now they forcing me to kill somebody to be a part of them or to make other people happy.
Yeah, while you supplying them with work.
So first of all, not saying that never happened, right?
Right.
But I would say this: if I got all this money and I stand on what I stand on, if somebody threatening, you know what I mean, if somebody doing something to me, trying to force me to do something, 110%, I make sure I put some money on their head, and we'll just clear all that up.
Okay.
So that's just that. So who want to do nothing for 10, 20, 30,000?
Yeah.
Somebody wipe their whole family out for that.
Less than that.
You got that right.
Word.
I was about
So-
to say you ain't even need that much.
So like I said, the Gangland stuff, man, the shit was just garbage.
Exaggerated.
Exaggerated and
They
taken
said
out of context. And
So let's go a little further. Let me say it. They said I owned a bike club. The motorcycle club, remember?
he did?
Yeah.
I must have
In
missed that.
Gangland,
In the
Okay.
TV show.
Yeah, they said I owned a bike club and a jewelry store.
was that true?
Hell no.
Yeah, that sound out of character. I didn't hear nothing. You weren't even
Neither
a bike
one.
dude like that.
No, I had a customized.
Oh, you did have a bike.
I had
Yes,
a
you did have a bike.
I was probably I was the youngest person, the only one, and the older heads had, it was like 2 or 3, but I was the only one who had a customized chopper.
I remember that part.
And
yeah.
I paid 55 or 75,000, something like that.
One of the old heads had like a
Like $120,000
Yes.
bike. I had probably the cheapest one, probably around 75 or 65, something like that. 65,
That was
75,000.
after your first car.
No, that was my bike. That was my chopper.
No, I'm saying I feel like you talked about that after you buying your first car because you got
Yeah, I had a
the
BMW.
BMW. 'cause
But I
you
went and
liked
got
it
a
from
bike.
92.
Yeah, I was riding around with niggas was trying to get, or with niggas
Yeah.
couldn't, you know, I was riding around with a chopper. So that tell you a lot right there. You know what I mean? Probably 19, 20, 21.
So what was true in that documentary of Gangland?
My first and last name. Omar Aikens.
First in the town, right?
That's
In
a
the town.
goddamn thing.
and Trenton, New Jersey. You know what I mean? On my part.
Oh, your
now
part,
Trenton
yeah.
it was lit. They was going to war, but on my part, the half that they put me in, the only thing that was true was Omar Aikens, and I was getting a lot of money. But all that somebody making me do something, like I said, I've been on a lot of podcasts, and I said it when I first came home. If somebody, you know what I mean, want to share the couch
Yeah.
and speak about that they forced me
Right.
and this what really happened, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, we can talk about it.
I will say, reading your book and that's why I wanted to read it, then watch it. Reading your book and then seeing that, it's just like, yeah, that don't even make sense to be in a gang. Like somebody who that entrepreneurial and that dedicated and that fearless in a illegal drug business can't be a punk and enough to say, yeah, you guys are gonna, I gotta follow y'all lead now. Although I've been working on my own my whole life. Am I wrong, Blind Junie? Like,
But I'm confused from
Go ahead.
the perspective of the gang and the streets and the hustling. If you gang and you in the Bloods, you big homie or you had a big homie?
I'm big homie, but you still got a big homie. But
That's-
the question,
that's
not-
not-
no,
not-
the
not-
question,
that's-
the
sometimes
question,
you do figure it out.
No,
but now
but
big homie got to
but-
get something out of this
no,
money you get.
it's called a kitty. It's a difference from putting something in a kitty, weekly, monthly, however they got it set up, versus I'm gonna give you, Junie, 10, 20, 30, or $5,000 to be a blood man to be protected. That's what they was trying to spill.
That's what he
That
talking
ain't
about.
happening.
He talking about the documentary. How,
Yeah.
what he got it
that
wrong
ain't
at.
that ain't happening.
That's what he got. He was confused, but he talking about the documentary where he got it
yeah.
confused at.
Yeah, but no.
Documentary's trying to say he
So-
paid for his way there. He's saying that part wasn't true.
Nah, that ain't hell no, that ain't true. But what you saying is right. When you got, even if it's a big homie, little homie, whatever, everybody got to pay the kitty. Everybody got contribute to the kitty, even the big homie. And that's why it's a structure. That's why they have a treasurer. You got a treasurer, arms. I mean, somebody responsible for the guns. You got it's a structure.
None of that. God damn.
So, but that is true, doing what you're saying, but not.
I know. I'm
not the
confused.
paid. No, they saying I paid to be in light for protection.
Right, he talking about that.
Like that.
Like on some, because actually that's what they said with I don't really want to say his name, Tekashi.
Oh, that's a whole different story. We
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
want to put that on this.
Wanna put
Yeah,
that
we don't
in
want to
this
put that right here.
But essentially, that's what he did.
Nah, but that's gonna flag up, so we hope you saying we get some
But his
news on
situation was
No, keep it going.
His situation was
say it again
different.
though. But I'm making like we don't want to pick it. It's too different. Nah,
Yeah,
say it
it's two
again.
different things.
Say it again.
That's a fact.
Start over with Tekashi.
So you can use it when you're talking about it.
But it was like
You can use the
they was
clickbait.
they was trying to throw your name on the dirt, like your name Tekashi 6ix9ine, because that's what he did. He paid.
But this ain't a colorful act.
Oh, right, he did
He
do that.
paid to get in the
be
game.
a
But yeah,
right.
he paid, but Omar Aikens didn't pay.
But Omar Aikens didn't pay.
And Omar Aikens didn't pay, and Omar Aikens stood on all 10. Omar Aikens ain't cooperate.
Right.
At
And
all.
said nobody, and I don't give a fuck what somebody done to you. You don't tell back. You just got to figure out how you get back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when we get deeper into it, like people told on me, that don't mean I'm going to run back and tell.
Was it worth it? When you look at in the scheme of things, making that move, was that like a move you like, damn, I kind of regret that one, or was it like how do you feel about that?
So you asked me back then, or you asked me now, was it worth it? So you asked me
Give me
98,
both of those.
2005.
Yeah.
So in 1998 to 2005, when I start getting into the streets, and whatever y'all into the game, was it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to conquer something.
Okay.
So it was wholeheartedly worth it. Now, no, because it messed a lot of stuff up. The games messed a lot of stuff up in Trenton for the simple fact is, if you're not from West Trenton, but you part of the gang hood, you're allowed to come around there. So we allow, and that goes for any part of Trenton. I think they'll agree with me. We allow other people from other parts of the town or out of town to come where we from. Then we get jammed up. They start cooperating on us. You know what I mean? So it fucked a lot of shit up.
Because you didn't, like, if you grew up with whoever, you kind of know they don't get that person nothing because he's not a stand-up person. You got somebody from the outside coming in, you really don't know them. You taking somebody else's word on it, but, how good is that? When you don't have no evidence to see for yourself.
It fucked us up. It fucked Trenton up, I believe. Right now, it's a small amount of gang banging around there, I guess. But everybody back, you from here, this where you from. Know what I mean? To my knowledge, but it fucked it up.
I never heard nobody have that perspective on it, like as far as gangs, but that's crazy. And this seems like this was towards the end. So, tell me about the time you get when it all comes down.
So when it all come down is 2005. I'm actually going to Hawaii. And then when I come back from Hawaii for 2 weeks, that's when I get knocked off. So even part of the game stuff, like people don't know, I'm still looking for that my wiretap. I got caught with a wiretap.
Oh, you still can't find it?
No, I got all my wiretaps, but I'm trying to look for the one where me and my connect on the phone. I'm trying to buy 1,000 bricks.
That's what they said you was doing?
No, I'm telling you what I was doing.
Oh. This is documented. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Listen, anything, like I say, a lot of people probably, even people that was around me, probably didn't know how, like, what I was.
Serious it
yeah,
was.
how
Right.
serious it was.
Right.
They knew it was serious, but they didn't know how serious it
Gotta
was.
be like that. Them the ones you can't trust.
Yeah, so I got on the phone on the wiretap. I'm calling my connect. I'm like, man, how much for 1,000 keys? What they charge me on top of the key, on top of each key to bring it to where I need them to bring it to. And I'm on the phone with one of my friends, and I'm asking, I'm like, yo, I got this amount of money, but I don't want to spend everything. So I think I asked him. I don't want to misrepresent, but I think I asked him for like $300,000 to $400,000 to pit with what I got to pay for the
For the shipment.
Yeah, so he like, what you doing? I said, I'm about to buy 1,000 keys. He started laughing like, you crazy. So I said, man, he said, who the fuck gonna sell all that? I said, I'm gonna sell it. So he said, all right. He was like, when you want the money? So I'm like, I'm gonna come get it when I get back from Hawaii. And I got knocked off.
How'd you get knocked off? Because you had an interesting way of getting arrested.
Yeah, so that part is definitely gonna be in the documentary. Man, I can't wait to get that my wiretaps.
Yeah,
I gotta scan through all of it, and I will play that actual wiretap
crazy.
because I got it. So long story short, I got knocked off for the wiretap.
Right. Somebody
like called my phone, but leave it to the streets. I got locked up because I was a gang member. I don't have no gang charge at all.
Right, because you kind of got locked up by yourself. I
got locked up by myself and the people that was close to me that I called multiple times, so they all got locked up with me. My connect got locked up with me too. But no, like, you know how when they come get the gang, all the gang members, it wasn't that. Now, some of them probably were gang members, but majority of them wasn't.
Right.
And
it was
we got
a
locked
whole
up.
operation in and of its own.
It was really my bros that I really frequently dealt with every day.
Right.
Went to jail with me.
Yeah, because you said you was actually going to bail somebody out when they got you.
So now I was going to go bail. At the time, he was my bro. Just like my little bro right here. You know what I mean?
At the time,
I loved him to death.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah,
already know where that's going.
This at the time with Sean and Murder was beefing heavy at an all-time high. And we had a
G-Shine and Sex Money Murder.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they was beefing at all-time high.
Yeah.
And he got caught with I think probably a Mac 11 or something. He got caught with something. It was probably a Mac 11 and Glock, but whatever he got caught with, I was gonna go bail him out that next morning. And that's when they snagged me up.
Yeah, they actually snagged you because you said you was going to give the money, and then Gary Britton came to see you and was like, because he came to see you before and was like, I'm gonna get you one day.
Yeah.
And you kind of brushed it off.
Yeah, I didn't try that shit.
And then come back, and then later on, he finally comes back. Like, this shit is like belongs in a fucking movie.
So Gary Britton. All right, so to speed G up. So one day I'm at DMS, we call him Old Head. He got a tire shop. So I'm going to take my little brother to get some sneakers. So when he fixed my tire, I'm ready to pull out. So he got to be in the middle of the street to stop traffic. So he see the Intrepid coming. That's the Narcs. Intrepid come by. You know, they out the window. They looking. He like, yo, you see that? So I'm like, nah. So another one come by like, you see that? So I'm nah. So brother, oh, you mean to tell me you ain't see them cops looking at you? I'm like, nah, you the only one in the street. They looking at your crazy ass. So he busts out like, it's all right. I pull off, get on the highway. The Narcs whip me over. They take my lights. They like, so I'm like, yo, man, what's up? They was taking long, so I yelling out the window and shit. Like, wait up, somebody come to see you. Couple cars pull up. Gary Britton jumps out. They get me out the car, whatever. I'm laying on the car. I got a hat, tilted down. So like, yo, don't say nothing. Just listen to me. And he mentioned my man Lynch Hunt. Now Lynch Hunt get locked up either September or October of 2003. Me and Lynch is on the phone. On the phone.
At this time when it's happening?
At this time when it's happening. He telling me the story, but I'm speeding y'all up. Me and Lynch is on the phone. I just got some coke from Tucson, Arizona, and it was losing. How he cooked his straight to the oil. So what happened was it was losing 10 or 5 grand. So I'm like, yo, I just got some more shit in. Bring the 3 keys back, and whatever you cook, you can keep it or whatever, but bring all the powder back to me. So I think he was bringing me close to 3. I think he cooked 200 grams of it. So he was bringing me the rest in powder. When he leave out his house while we on the phone, the feds run down on him. Get down. So like, oh shit. Phone go out, I call him back. Call him back, I keep calling his phone. It ain't nobody. What the fuck? Then the guy that introduced us called me. Yo, I'm running down the highway with no shoes on, man. They just raided the Lynch spot. They just kicked my door and I jumped out the window. So I'm like, damn, make it to Trenton, I'm gonna hit you off. He made the Trenton. I didn't go. I sent somebody down there getting some money and stuff. So now the fast forward, when Gary pulled me over, he like, listen, I took Lynch to profit hearing. I don't know what a profit hearing is at the time. I took Lynch to a profit hearing. he ain't willing to cooperate on you. But if he do decide to cooperate on you, he told me out of his mouth, we'll be here to pick you up tonight. So I'm like, arrogant. Why won't you wait till tomorrow morning? Let me get some sleep. He like, all right. He like, all right. No, he like, okay. So I'm like, I don't know no lynch hunt. So when I say that, he like, don't say nothing. I don't want you to criminate yourself. He want me so bad the right way. Don't say nothing. So at the time, my phone not even tapped. So I'm like, man, I don't know no lynch hunt. So he like, all right. So before he left, he said, I used to be with Lil Flip down Houston. He like, how Lil Flip doing? So I'm like,
The rapper Lil Flip?
yeah. So he like, huh? So I'm like, huh? So then he say, this what spooked me, but I ain't let him say it, but it spooked me. He said, are you still gonna get the Bentley with I'm done on it? It was a Bentley GT. I didn't wind up getting one. One of the old heads wound up getting it, but when he said that, it spooked me. So I'm like, huh? He said, you see how your whole face expression changed? So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So he said, I'm telling you, I'm gonna send you to jail for the rest of your life. Stop. His exact words was, stop. You got enough money. Everybody like you. I can't get nobody to formally cooperate on you. Come by and bust nothing. He said, I asked him, you want to cop on? They're like, nah, but I'll tell you what he's doing. But I just didn't listen.
Oh, wait a minute. Son.
So did I have an opportunity to stop? Yes.
They had nothing on you at that point?
Nah.
Wow.
Because my man Lynch ain't
They
tell.
always warn you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Did
God.
you heard him?
They always warn you.
That happened to you too, Blonde?
Please, I don't even want to talk about it. They always warn you. They let you know they gonna get you, but you be hard-headed thinking you got your shit in check. They warn you all the time.
Son, you was up at that time.
Yeah, what's up? I went and jumped in. I don't know if I had the Avalanche or the EXC Caddy. I can't remember which one. But I think it was the Avalanche with the 26-inch rims I had. I went and jumped in that. No, I was hard-headed, man. I was.
God damn.
But it's my thing is, you in or you out.
You was in.
I was in.
Knee deep.
I was in. I thought everything was a joke. Laughing, thought I was untouchable. So, you know what I mean? That's why I say, I tell my story to tell them. I tell my story to let it be known, man. This ain't really what you want. This ain't no motherfucking glorification. This is Omar Aikens' life, and there's other niggas from Trenton, New Jersey that was eating, that was getting it.
Yeah.
Now I mean, some of them won't tell that story because they just gonna leave it alone, and that's respected. But someone will tell that story. Know what I mean? So however it go, man, like we was eating in Trenton. Trenton is a big deal.
You know what
I'm representing Trenton to the death of me. Hell yeah. Cause think about this. And I'm right now, I'm in Jamaica, Queens, New York.
Southside
The
Jamaica,
heart of
Queens.
what?
Southside. Supreme Team.
Queens,
Seven Crowns.
Queens.
Fat Cat. Queens. Lance Furtado is a Blind Junie. We gonna put him in there.
That's right. But I didn't listen. I didn't never meet Blind Joni, right? And this is Blind Joni here, right here, y'all.
Right.
Look him up.
Yeah,
Blind
look him
Joni.
up.
But the thing is, I didn't never meet him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is who I wanted to be like.
Right.
Because at one point in time, he was that nigga, and he was doing this and that.
Word.
So
That's a fact.
That's a
so
fact.
in Trenton, Blind Joni, and correct me if I'm wrong, and this really directed towards you to elaborate on if you want. We 7 square miles. You know how hard it is for us to go get our work? We don't have Africans, Dominicans, Russians, whatever connect New York and all the big cities got down south and all the way up here. We don't have that. We gotta go get ours. We gotta bring our shit back on the highway, the plane, the train, or the bus.
Gotta get it in the mud.
Here,
Extra risk.
but here, you can come out one of them brownstones and your next door neighbor can be the plug. And he just ship it next door to you, walk it to you.
But crack messed us up.
Yeah.
Crack made people overnight millionaires that was just little kids on back blocks. Like, you never heard of people when they rich, like, cause crack.
It was crazy, right, in your era. But how far? But the question is, how far did y'all had to go get it?
We didn't have to get it. It came to us. because it was different back in the y'all times was better, but was like a little sicker. Because we didn't allow kids to do. I was 14, but I couldn't do anything. The generation y'all had, y'all birthing 9 and 10-year-old drug dealers.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, you hearing it from one of the legends, and he's saying that it was here.
Yeah.
We gotta come up New York or any other city to go get the work, go get the powder. We don't got inside connects. Like, I'm talking about little stuff. We can go buy
I think
50 or
y'all was
100
more
grand.
determined then, because y'all had to take even more chances.
But this
that's
what I'm
better fed time. You doing interstate.
But that's my point why I brought that up. Like, Trenton is a big man. We're a big deal, and I'm not just talking about just selling drugs. Like, we got a lot of shit.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? We got a lot of shit going on in Trenton, but man, we got to work harder.
I agree.
We drove the same shit y'all drove.
Yeah.
We wear the same shit. We fly. We vacation the same shit. We do the same
You had to
shit.
do more to go get it though.
We had to do more to go. Hell yeah. We don't got no foreigners, no nothing, no different nationalities living there to say,
Poppy don't live next door.
come here. I got this right here for
You
you.
get your little Trenton shout out moment over there.
Yeah,
Let's give a shout out to Trenton.
Shout out as much as he wants. You gonna give him a round of applause?
We gotta work
for
hard,
Trenton, you know what I'm
man.
saying?
Put it
For
on.
sure.
We gotta work hard.
That's
Even
fire.
the rap game.
That's fire.
Yeah.
The rap game, yo. Y'all go like y'all cousins and brothers and uncles work in the industry,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Yeah.
So we gotta get there.
Right.
But the thing about this is, when Trenton realized how big we are, it's a big deal, and we start working together, man, we'll be untouchable. Now
That
all
makes
of us
the
don't
reward
gotta
go
get
that
along.
much better though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
see,
yeah.
people don't believe that. Like, if a nigga hit me right now and say, yo, I'm trying to get on, trying to get my shit out there. You think the podcast you be on, you think you can reach out to him so you can get me on it? Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You think I'm gonna charge you? No. Now, if you want
We'll
to,
gladly interview him too.
now listen. If a nigga say, well, man, this just on the strength, I'll accept it. But
Yeah.
I'm not charging nobody from the
Right.
town
Right.
to get my connection.
Right.
It ain't that serious.
Right.
Now, I mean, it's serious. It all depends what connection we talking about. So
Right.
let me be clear. But like I said, a nigga hit me, say, yo, I'm trying to get on some, like my feet wet on some movement. All right, just hit me up. We're gonna talk about it. Now, I've always been like that. I don't mind sharing the couch. I don't mind sharing the light. Can't nobody dim my light.
You know what was surprising about your story is, like, when I hear about like the community I had, you know, because it really was a community of guys coming up. Like, yeah, you guys took care of each other. When people was down coming out of jail, you was like, here, take a half. And
Listen, there's one. I ain't gonna mention his name.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to mention people's names, so that's why I always
Yeah.
say that. So it was a few times, but like he like a brother to me. Not the same amount, not like a street brother, but he like a brother to me. And I love him to the death. He was, pushing at a different part of town, but he's from West Trenton. Even when he called me at one point in time, like, yo, man, I'm fucked up. I need this, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He took, I think, a 5-brick loss.
damn.
But niggas had money. I wasn't the
Right.
only one pushing. Nah.
Yeah.
I just was loud.
Yeah.
But, and I gave him what he asked for, and he paid me right back
Wow.
in no time.
Wow.
I can't even remember how much it was, but it was
didn't
some
even
money.
matter. The fact
It
that
ain't matter.
you did it
and I
when
gave
you
it to
needed
him.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just a respect thing, man, on my end. Like, ain't nobody selfish. Nobody like, I came home helping people.
Right.
Know what I mean? And I don't even got what I had back then.
You ain't what you was doing. So we understand.
But I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. This what I don't like, Big G. This what I don't like right here. When you done so much for niggas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a nigga act like you owe them something.
Word.
Yeah, that's
Word.
So let me explain that. So I'll just leave it in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, 98, 2005, nigga get locked up, you pay his bail. You help with the lawyer. You might help with the Christmas and all that shit. You do everything you're supposed to do because this is what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's fast forward. Now remind you, notice I ain't never say a motherfucker gave you something to pit with the work, the add on,
Yeah.
or left you some money. I ain't say that, right? Because he didn't. Now let's go to 2020 to 2026. Niggas still doing the same shit from 1998 to 2005. ain't leave you nothing out here, and they expect you to continue to send them money on the books. When they come home, get them all this money. Nah. Nigga working 9 to 5. Nigga struggling out here, pushing.
Right.
Like, nigga grinding. Nigga here in state to state, jumping on podcasts, trying to create this brand. Niggas out here pushing their book, trying to sell their book. Whatever they got going on, their rap music or whatever, right? And then nigga come out and say, yo, you know what? Fuck the streets. Let's help get you on top.
Right.
Cause I know you get on top, that's gonna bring me on top. And you probably can help me place me somewhere.
Right.
Nah, niggas just saying, man, what you got? Only thing
Got their hand out.
Only thing they left me was a bill.
Damn.
A bill.
How do you feel about that? Like the fact that
I don't do it. I ain't got it. I ain't got it for nobody, man. Now I got brothers. I got my bros that I grew up with, went to jail with, and we function fine. We perfect fine. I call them. They there for me. If I'd have called them, say, yo, come up here, they gonna come. Know what I mean? But I know they got other shit they doing. They living their life. So I'm not gonna put no hardship on somebody I call my bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then expect them to just do what I ask just cause.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Right.
When I came home, they made sure I was okay. You know what I mean? One of them was locked up, but he home now, but it's all love amongst us. If a nigga fuck with you, they fuck with you. But when a nigga start acting like you owe them something and they never gave you nothing, you was always the giver, like looking out, you gotta step back, man. And they say, we changed? Fuck yeah, you think I'm doing all this not to change?
Yeah, you got that.
I'm 46 years old.
Right.
I went to jail 25.
Right.
And came home 41.
Right.
And you want me to remain the same? We gotta learn how to distance ourselves from certain things.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I said, and I said before, like the things I do, man, Trenton do support me. They back a lot of stuff I do. Know what I mean? I don't get no backlash.
Some people need people like you too, and some people want you to get back so you be the bait. Some people be wanting to take advantage of niggas and push them out there because they ain't got the heart.
Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta pay attention to the script. Some niggas need people to throw out there and gas you up to take the lead so you could fall and they take advantage of you falling.
So they can call me dumb. Oh, he should have just stopped.
Yeah,
Nah.
they always, you smart when you getting it, but soon, even with women, as soon as you go to jail, you a dummy. But I was taking care of you.
Exactly. I was smart.
You should have knew better. Oh, I knew better. I ain't know better. I'm buying you diamonds and furs and all that, but I should have knew better. But see, I'm a different breed than
You
most
still took
people.
the money though. You still took the support.
But see,
the
most
love,
people
the
different
enjoyment.
because I teach young people or whoever, I don't care who it is, your wife, your sister, if you reap the benefits, you're a part of the game.
Exactly.
All that, oh, I had to let her go. She ain't getting let go of shit. She's a part of the game.
I agree with him.
But most niggas be, oh, you was a nigga. Coward, shit. She could do a 1 to 3. You laughing.
Yeah.
If you really a part of the game, you're a part of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
But most people be like, nah, I ain't letting mines go out like that. Well, why you let yours spend all the money and she ain't have it put up for a rainy day?
I would be remiss to say, to not bring this up, but like, what were you charged with and what were you convicted of?
So I was charged with conspiracy for the feds, and then for the state, a first-degree manslaughter. That was my 2 charges.
That's what you got convicted of? Or that's damn.
Yeah.
And how much? What did you get? What you had? 18 years.
So in the feds, with my lawyer Stephen J. Teller, I had a federal lawyer, not a PD. No, I mean not a PD, and it costs a lot of money. So
Well worth it.
Yeah. So I got 204 months. That's 17 years. And then I trickled over to the state, and I had Robin K. Lord, not a cheap lawyer, and she worth every dollar too. And I got 18 and a half years running concurrent with the 17 years. And now
That's a blessing. Concurrent.
yeah. So now, honestly, if you want me to keep it 100, I know that sentence really supposed to run wild. And I know I'm supposed to got really more time just because the charges, they want to burn certain people.
Yeah.
So it was a blessing. You know what I mean? It was a blessing.
17 years for murder and a RICO. Shit, you know, now that's enough to get you life.
Yeah.
No parole. So.
And that's with no cooperation. Let's be clear.
None.
Nah, ain't no nah.
How do you feel about rats?
Well, when now that
Both now, back then, and versus how you feel about them in 2026.
so back then, how I feel about rats, I think all of them should die. Know what I mean? Back then. Now, being though I'm not in the streets, I don't want no parts of that. I mean, I don't care who's telling. I'm not rat chasing. Like I just stay away from them. Even the guys that told on me.
Yeah. It was a few people, or was it just?
I got a lot of paperwork.
A lot of paperwork.
I got a lot of black and white. Part 2 in the documentary gonna be real.
Do you see some of them in your old neighborhood? Like, do they
So-
still come around? Like,
When I first came home, I did see them. One actually blocked me off when I was coming out of Walmart. I'm like, who the fuck is that? He put his hood down like, yo, man, I want to talk to you. So I'm like, man.
he
So,
actually had the
yeah.
guts to say he wanted to talk to you.
Now, this is my first time saying that. So I'm like, man, get your rat ass out of here. So he like, no, man, I can't sleep at night. I shouldn't have done that to you. So I'm like, man, I'm blowing him. Man, get your rat ass.
But you really ain't supposed to do that. He still want to take you down.
Yeah, so I'm like,
You know what I
man,
mean? He
get
still want you out the game.
get your rat ass.
Yeah.
You blocking me, man. Get your rat ass out of here. And he just put his head down and he left. And then the other one I talked to, he just apologized. I seen him too. He just apologized. Say he shouldn't have did it. He knows wrong. Like he can't sleep neither. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, none of these niggas can't sleep.
He could sleep. He could sleep good. He could sleep. It wasn't you doing that. It wasn't him doing all that time. He slept real good.
But guess what though? But guess what? They were not my co-defendants. And I'm telling y'all that now. They were not my co-defendants.
So what does that mean?
The last people I spoke to on the phone, that's what they snatched up. No, I mean, it's court.
Them
Like,
the people that told on you. You said.
they weren't my co-defendant. All 4 of us sitting right here.
Right.
I caught all y'all in the midst of the crime that happened. They pick y'all up. Now they do a police report. And then when they do the police report, when y'all start breaking, y'all say the same fucking thing that the police report say. My documentary gonna be so cold. When I get this shit up, man, y'all say the same thing the police report say. You ain't say nothing different. Oh yeah, that's what happened. Now, one guy that didn't cooperate, he from my block, they call him Burn. People asked me did he cooperate. He did not cooperate on Omar Aikens' case that we had together. When I pled out, he pled out. They gave him, he was on the Gangland.
Okay.
They gave him probation for conspiracy murder.
Yes.
He did not cooperate on me.
Okay.
They said in court, we got to give you something. We just can't let you go like that. And that's what they wound up giving him. He wound up going home that night when the paperwork came through. And I wound up going back to the county and then getting shipped out to the feds. So, and I used to tell them, I used to write them letters. And I used to, we used to call on phone, the 3-way. Listen, we're all innocent. This is what I used to say. We're all innocent. Just let me finish the feds. And then I can come over and I can take care of the state. I know I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
All of us don't got to go to jail together. They just want me anyway. And what happened? When I come there in 2008, we go to court, I plead out. They let him go home.
You took one for the team.
Well, and I can't really say the team because they want my co-defendant.
Right.
They want.
I'm saying that that's just a term. I'm not saying an actual team, but like you.
I took my charge like a man.
Right, and it alleviated other people from getting prosecuted.
And they told for
stuff.
nothing.
Wow.
Man, these niggas told for nothing. No bullshit.
They didn't tell for nothing. They told what they wanted to get away.
Oh yeah, they told us they wouldn't go home.
They cowards. You
Yeah,
know,
and they
everybody
cowards.
can't stand up under pressure.
Yeah. So that's how that happened.
Damn. Locked up though, you wind up meeting another alumni. For thanks for asking. The very good, the venerable Lou Sims. How did that interaction occur?
So
Shout out to Lou Sims first.
Shout out to Lou.
yeah,
what
shout out
I'm
to Lou
saying?
Sims, man. That's big bro. So I met Lou through a couple of homies that was there already before me. I mean, you had some good niggas from. I just say with their cities, like I said, because
Yeah.
I don't want to
No,
mention
we
names.
don't want
So
names.
you had homies from East Orange, two of the homies from there, two of the big homies from over there.
Yeah.
One just came home. Shout out to him.
Shout out.
Niggas know when I say East Orange who I'm talking about. So shout out to him. He got a movement. He got a book out. He got a few books out, I think, too. He got his clothing line
You
out.
gotta give me some one of his books, man.
Yeah,
You gotta give me
matter
one
of fact, when
his
he ready, I'm gonna give you the link so he can come up here
Indeed,
and
indeed.
promote his shit.
books. No doubt.
You had a homie, one of the big homies from Newark, GKB. The one I was talking about first from Double I, from East Orange.
Okay.
No, I mean he on a different path right now.
Yeah.
Then you had one of the big homies up there from Newark, from G-Shine. And then you had a homie from Jersey City from Sex Money Murder. So all of them was already intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came up there, they introduced me to Lou and all the other niggas from New York, Jersey. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how we linked. And me and Lou just stayed in touch.
Nah, Lou's a phenomenal individual.
Nah, Lou, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Well respected, in and out of judge, y'all know.
Oh, of course.
Even, I mean, when he got something going on, he'd pull me in, yo, I got something going on. That's how I met you.
Right.
At the book signing.
It's crazy with Lou. Like, Lou don't have to be that good of a guy. He don't have to do that. Like, he can be him on his reputation alone, but Lou be looking out. Like, he'll hit you up, stay up, soldier. And he be like,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta do that.
Yeah.
He'll walk the yard, man. Actually, he'll walk the yard and he'll see you like, what's up? And he'll play fiend. Oh no, look, he a jokester. You know what I mean? But he'll definitely look out like, yo, what's up with you, good? You know what I mean? Give you some wisdom and keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So he doing the same thing now. So like I said, he part of the reason I'm here.
Right, yeah.
I met you
Right.
and giving me a platform to speak on.
The same reason I was up there. You know what I'm saying? Lou like, yo,
Facts.
pull up.
Facts.
Yeah.
I gotta pull
So-
up. You know what I'm saying? So
man.
that was
And too, man, you know, some people get, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, some people get big headed and then forget, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where you from or who looked up to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta give them people, you know what I mean, a shout out and a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm from Trenton, so all the younger generation, like my block be beefing with a lot of people, so I don't got nothing to do with that.
right.
I'm just here to try to help people change.
Yeah.
If they want to change. But if they don't, you know, I'm still around. And I don't care if they're not from West Trenton. They can be from East,
Right.
South, the section, North, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If they hit me up, call me. If I can do something, I'm going to do it. If I got a connection and they know they suitable, I'll send them to that connect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Legit connect, not that street shit.
Not that shit.
Nah. You got to make
What
it
you
clear.
got?
'Cause somebody run with any little word, man. He back.
Exactly, right?
You know what I mean? Nah.
Yo. This is Operation Capital City.
That's
This is
right.
a fresh one, man. I done beat mine up. It's in my book bag, you know what I'm saying? I done mark it. That's how my books. I want you to know that I read that shit. I don't want
Nah,
that
you
shit
read it.
like
You
a
told me.
pristine copy. You know what I'm saying? No, my shit beat up, marked up, highlighted, written on. This is Prestino. This is the Operation Capital City. Very good book. Very good individual.
That's right. The Omar Aikens story, man, from the horse's mouth.
Where can they get this at?
Man, they can get this from Amazon, man. Go get that off Amazon. Or you can get it from my website, operationcapitalcity.com. I'll send a signed copy to you, man. Mail it right on out.
What made you write the book, though?
I gotta tell my story, man. Too many people trying to tell my story. And the guy from Gangland.
Oh, yeah, he
the,
did.
Right.
Yeah, the guy.
Definitely
What was his
perpetrated.
name? Gordo?
I forget his
Gordy
name.
or something? Yeah.
I was just listening to it and just like, what the fuck is this? That's what you, if you know his story, you know. So I think that's why it is important, though.
Yeah.
Blind, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm pleased to meet him. I never met him. He got me inspired with his book. My book is coming, even though it should have been out, but it's coming in a few months soon.
Yeah,
And
the
all of
documentary too.
Yeah,
In the doc.
Yeah, and I'm glad I got to collab with him, and I want him to keep his head up and keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
And always remember, the past is in your head, the future's in your hands.
Some good words of wisdom.
Word.
That's right. We always gotta know, man, the environment don't define you.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
G, you got anything?
Yeah, just quickly though. You want to talk about your hat over there? What you got going on?
So this hat right here came from one of my bros, Dirt. He passed away recently, last year
Sorry to hear that,
sometime.
man.
So, you know what I mean? He gave me a red one and a black one. So I thought he was trying to be funny when he gave me the red one. He's like, nah, man, just take the hat. So Trenton makes the world, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, well, you brought it. I figured you wanted to bring some light to it. You know,
man,
what
yeah,
I mean?
I'm bringing the hat every podcast I go to, let them be known where I come from, what I represent, and what we standing on, man. We 7 square miles, and I just love Trenton. Trenton, we got some shit with us though. It's a lot of shit with us, but ain't nothing like home.
Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you coming on the podcast, blessing us with your words of wisdom and all that good stuff, lifestyle and all that, book. You know what I mean? And you know, I hope everything goes well for you moving forward, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, G.
I appreciate that, G.
Nah, it's all good. Yeah, nah, and I'm glad to meet you too, man. You know, shout out, man.
Appreciate that.
I got like 2 questions. I almost forgot. How do you feel about all the choices you make? Like, do you regret that experience from 98 to 2005? And the next question is kind of separate, but like, what do you want to be remembered for?
Well, I like both of them. Mm-hmm. So, from 98 to, do I regret my past?
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, you
Kinda
clearly you hurt
was,
people
right?
to a degree because you were selling narcotics that probably ruined some people's lives and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that heavy on your mind, or do you repent for that or something like that?
So I do ask Allah for forgiveness for the things I've done to people, like the drugs I sold, the charges I've been charged with. So that part, yes, I do regret.
Okay.
But it's hard to say it, but it is what it is. Cause was I wrong back then?
Right.
Like, was I wrong? Cause I feel as though you can't really be held accountable for what you really don't know the effect. Cause the only thing I know is I'm selling something. I know it's messing them up, but I'm selling something to get money.
Yeah.
To just like to do what I want to do. But the answer to that, I don't regret nothing I done.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I don't regret nothing I done. For some fact is, if I didn't do it, I wouldn't be here today to tell my story.
Right.
To show change.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So now, sitting here today, from my release in 2020, I regret it all. Because I'm older, I'm mature now.
Right. And you
know
realize, like,
I've realized
those was bad decisions.
They was bad decisions.
Yeah.
And I fucked a lot of families up. I took a life.
Messed up your own family because you was away from your daughter.
Yeah.
How many years? 15?
15, close 15 and a half.
Man.
You know what I mean? But like I said, man, we think it's the right thing to do because at that time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
ill-informed.
It'd be hard to say I regret something. I really can't say I regret it. Mm-hmm. Might have taken somebody's life, but nah, because if I don't go through them trials and tribulations, man, I just continue to keep doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I gotta catch up with the times. So the times get worse, I get worse.
Yeah. Yeah, because I if you didn't go to prison, I just don't think you would have stopped. Like,
I wasn't gonna stop. I'm going with the times.
Yeah.
So we know what the outcome's gonna be.
Right.
And the next question was,
what do you want to be remembered by? What do you want to be remembered for?
So what I want to be remembered for, I want to be remembered for, like, changing the game, the narrative of my old situation to my new situation. I want to leave a legacy of I helped on the streets. I don't want my legacy to be Omar Aikens had this, or Omar Aikens used to get money, or the cars, the jewelry, stuff like that. I just want to be. I wouldn't mind having a street after my name, Exon, Omar Aikens.
Right.
So I just want to leave a legacy for Trenton, New Jersey, and my family. So I do this for my family wholeheartedly. My daughter, I love my daughter to death. That's my everything. Mm-hmm. But now, as the more and more I do it for my city, because somebody got to do it. It's a few of us in there doing it though. Mm-hmm. But I definitely just want to help my city out.
No doubt. Yo, man. You're a real charismatic dude because it's like you're so genuine, and you be like, yo, you're the type of person when you meet the person, it seemed like I feel like I've known you forever. You know what I'm saying? One of them type of genuine people and stuff like that. So I just want to say I appreciate you coming on this show, coming out your way to do this. You didn't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? We linked up, you know, and I feel as an interviewer, it would have been disrespectful for me not to come prepared, not to, you know, you give me all that information and I not partake it and try to make this an amazing conversation and stuff like that. But I thank you for giving this much information and we can have a real conversation on what it is to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? You went up. You know, you made millions. You went down. People turned on you. You went to jail for 15 years. You know, you've lost people to the game. You know, you've kind of experienced the game on both sides because you had parents that were users and then you became the seller. And, you know, you're here and you can express your regrets and, you know, your ups and downs, man. And this is to let people know that, you know, you're a human being. And, yeah, you made mistakes, but you learned from them. Yeah. So just thank you for coming on this show, man. We're going to close out. This is Detox. It's Blonde Junior over there. G. Vasquez. We can never forget Prime on the board.
Can't forget Prime. Can't forget Prime.
This is the one and only.
And shout out Bug Out.
Shout out Bug Out.
Shout out Bug.
You always with us in spirit, you know what I'm saying, even when you're not here. This is the one and only. The one and only. Omar Aikens. Thanks for asking, show. We out.
Peace. Sir.
What's up, man? It's Omar Aikens from Trenton, New Jersey. I'd like to give a shout out. Thanks for asking. Like, subscribe, send them comments through. Make sure y'all cop that book, Operation Capital City, at Amazon, operationcapitalcity.com. We out.